Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to the continuing adventures of Fluttershy as she makes her way through the dungeon. We've hit that irritating point in the game that I'm used to hitting with wizards, where all I have is Magic Dart and Mephitic Cloud and Conjure Flame, etc., and I'm trying to clear out the lair and kill, Death Yaks, except it's a little bit different. I've got Ice Beasts and Scorpions, basically the entire Book of Callings up, as well as a Book of Minor Magic. And I'm trying to clear Dungeon Floor 14 and on. So the enemies are definitely definitely hitting that point where they are too strong to easily be dispatched with my summons, and yet I'm being asked to dispatch them. And, not quite as up to the task as I would like to be. Did I already use that? Yeah. What I'm thinking I'm going to do at this point... Oh yeah, I did find this amazing amulet, which is part of the reason why I'm really happy anyway. But I really don't have a choice but to keep trickling at things. Oh yeah, and I found Maud recently and she was about to kill me, so yay! Fighting Maud in a thin hallway is a bad idea. I really want to get a surround off on her, but near as I recall, the floor I was just left still has a Quicksilver Dragon on it, so it's not necessarily that much safer. What I could do is dig this hallway out so that it becomes a safer place, or possible to surround her. Actually, this might work. Between stacking poison and keeping her in place while stabbing... Oh my god, those aren't allied scorpions. Hey, any blink is going to be good, right? It's guaranteed to get me away from her. Continue stabbing. Get some scorps on her. Continue stabbing. Get some scorps on her. Continue stabbing. Continue stabbing. Stabbing. The last one is for a Mephitic Cloud. I have just enough mana for a follow-up Mephitic Cloud and or a blink. She actually is taking a lot of damage under the effects of... Damn it! You had to come and fucking interrupt, you stupid piece of crap fire thingy. Maud was just about dead, too. And she somehow vaulted through the fire there, so I'll just call it magic and move on. Let's make sure that this floor is clear. At least a little clear. And try and lure her upstairs after me. Here we can get off a good surround. And considering how close we came before, this should be an easy kill. It is... she's got a Demon Whip of Pain. I'm going to take that with me, because Demon Whips are really powerful if I recall correctly. +1/+11 versus my current weapon of choice, which is the Protection Racket. +3/+9. So, a little bit of a better spread. Also, less attack delay, but most importantly, it's a Whip of Pain, which means the higher my necromancy, the more my damage. Actually, now saying that out loud gives me a thought. I can probably wield this even with my shield, right? So this is AC 21 versus AC 16. It's a significant loss. But Whip of Pain, plus, how high is my necromantics? 5.6? Well, now I have an incentive to keep leveling necromancy, which is useful because it's easier to level than anything else. And I'm ultimately saving up for Summon Horrible Things and Haunt. I'm going to stop focusing spellcasting, just trickle it. And we'll go from here. Because now I can potentially attack confused targets with a Pain Whip and deal significant damage. So, Mephitic, Whip. Whip, 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 whip. Whip it. Whip it good. Okay. fairly well healed. What do you mean partly explored and can't continue? What are you seeing that's stopping you? Man, they seriously think there's an obstruction or something. I guess the remnants of my poison cloud, or my fire cloud, made them think that there must still be one. Perfect. He's confused, so we'll whip him and kill him. I can't, in fact, whip past things the way I can reach past things with a spear. But I can definitely still kill things. Definitely want some scorps in this situation, and more scorpions would be great. Perfect, that's a significant numerical advantage. So hallway fighting is no longer at all viable for me. I need good surrounds, and I need strength of numbers against my average enemy. But whipping these things, whipping vulnerable targets is very effective thus far, so bearing that in mind, let's continue. I was gonna switch weapon, but they just rendered that moot by killing the summons I was gonna try and shoot past. Circe is here, so I'm gonna quaff a potion of resistance, just in case it helps my MR. And then whip her, head to head. Nope, I'm taking significant damage. That triple cast of scorpions put a massive number of scorpions on the board, and Circe is confused. With any luck, that will be enough to take her down. With no luck, which is what I should expect, she's totally fine. Okay, I'm in pain. Let's go upstairs. Up another floor to a safe floor. And head back in. There's Circe, almost fully healed. Let's pull something. Whip it to death. Butcher the corpse. And I'm actually going to switch to a protection weapon at this point, because I'm more concerned about the potential of being damaged than I am about dealing damage myself. There we go. She dies. Let's put a fireball in place to injure the slimes over time, and, you know, make sure that my summons hold them in place. Over the fire. Kobold flesh can be eaten. Demon whip of pain. What is this glaive of the prune, and why do I have it? Whatever. Shop. Probably because it's too dangerous to leave sitting around. How come there's still pigs? I was pretty sure that when you kill Circe, the pigs turn back into people. Maybe she has to be on the same floor. I don't know. I don't know my Odyssey that well. You cannot run from me. I'm a fucking centaur. Let's butcher one and raise the others. Continue whipping you with a demon whip of pain. You hit the hog. The hog writhes in agony. You kick the hog. The hog is heavily wounded. That's more like it. Why the hell is would they say the scorpion dies if he didn't even... What it means is the scorpion walked into the fire to attack the wraith who stood outside range of the fire. In other words, my living scorpion was dumber than an undead wraith. Sometimes you don't even have to insult them, you just have to say what they did. The insults take care of themselves. Yeah, I'll switch back to my main weapon. Actually, he's going to be immune to pain, so he's not actually going to be that hurt by what I do. But he's not immune to fire. He's quite probably vulnerable to it. Yeah, Phidus's piety either does not decay over time or does not do so at any significant rate, because I have not sacked a corpse to her in a very long time, and not suffered any notable piety loss. I suspect that I'm getting abjured because there's no way that this many summons are being killed. I'm an idiot. Agnes is immune to poison because she carries a poison staff. Hang around, regenerate mana, go back down. We need to kill Agnes, which means I need to have a better strategy than I just did. That Lajatong is dangerous enough that I don't want to be at melee with her. Dork. Whip of Pain should make short work of the Cyclops, and Fire Cloud should make short work of whatever zombie. Trapdoor Spider, I can't actually see where it is. I tell you, those things are near invisible. Poison should make short work of you. Okay, there she is. The trick is to figure out what her deal is. Extremely resistant to dangerous. Yada, yada, yada. Now, I'm pretty sure that means she just got confused. What I'm not so sure about is why nothing seems to be affecting her, and the answer is because I have completely lost the fight on the right side, and I'm getting surrounded. I'm gonna blink so I can run away. I don't care which direction. Just anything to get me out of the sandwich. Agnes is still confused. She'll stay that way for a while, which is fine by me. That trapdoor spider is fucking winning. Okay, full retreat. Heal up. How are we for food in this dungeon? Oh, beautiful. There's a cache of food that I've left behind and a store that provides even more. So, I'm not going to worry about starvation at this point. Beautiful. We'll pull you upstairs with us. And I don't want to fight you on this floor because there's a Quicksilver dragon around here somewhere. Fight you on this floor. Stand inside of fire while my allies deal with you, please. And if that doesn't work, I will hit you with a whip of pain. Okay. Beautiful, Agnes. You waited for me. I want to blink to get away from melee range with her, so blinking anywhere is fine with me. And then start with the summons, who are not doing shit versus her, and she is beating the crap out of me. An additional blink makes sense, followed by trying to get her confused again. Perfect. Now she's confused. Maybe under the effect of confusion, 4 ice beasts simultaneously will not even be able to put a scratch on the lady. What the fuck are you made of, lady? I want her killed because I'm beginning to suspect that that weapon of hers is actually not a poison resist weapon. I mean, obviously it's not, or she wouldn't be mythicable, but is in fact a pain weapon, and I like pain weapons. So let's review. These are my capabilities. She's able to eat ice beasts like they're nothing. If I could get her to stand in a fire, I could probably kill her. And she's following me directly, but she has so much damage associated with her that that's very dangerous. Well, but that's probably my best bet. So what I'm going to do is try and lure her into a hallway, mephitic her so that I don't take as much damage, make sure I have Okuzobu's armor on. There we go, perfect. Miscast. Seriously, of all the fucking times to miscast. Okay, there we go. There we go. She's confused. Whip her with my own pain whip. Definitely want some allies here to make sure that she can't just out and out kill me. Let's keep her confused and attempt to whip her to death. She can't kill me in one hit. She can kill me in two. That gives me plenty of time to heal if it becomes necessary. There's the first hit. I have to heal. I don't have a heal wounds potion, so I will use a rod, a charge. There we go. Got her. She's down. Totally gonna boost intelligence. There's not even a question. I now have Hungerless Casting active, so drop spell casting and just continue focusing on exactly what I already was. Incidentally, she's a Spriggan piece of crap, and that was an electrocution Lodgetongue, so really I wasn't taking a whole lot of extra damage, all things considered. Oh well, live and learn. No, don't regen on this floor. It's already close to its cap. Acid burn. I don't know if I have resist corrosion. No, I know I don't have resist corrosion, so. But as long as these guys aren't mephitic immune, I can totally just whip them to death. Okay. Okay. That was incredibly taxing, but we did manage to clear one more floor. Let's get an ice beast with us and head on in. Definitely gonna butcher all of these guys because, again, everything for me, nothing for Phaethus. That's the policy. And I can actually afford to change my default summon now to Scorpions from Canine Familiar, because Scorpions are hungerless and 4 mana is not that much relative to my 34. Oh, that was clutch. I really needed all of them confused, and they were, so perfect. Go nuts and kill things for me, please. I don't want to be involved. Confuse all of the bumblebees behind him. Don't have anything that can actually just ignore that fire, so let the fire go out and then do one of these. Okay, we see longbow wielding centaurs charging in at us, so let's back off for a moment. And butcher and heal, butcher and heal. Pull one at a time. Butcher and heal, butcher and heal. Get another ice beast or two so that this hallway is physically packed. Whip you, whip you, whip you, whip you. Eat, eat, eat. Heal, heal. Okay, there's the centaur. Whip, 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 whip. Down you go. Oh, what do you know? There's another one. Whip, whip, whip. Down you go. Butcher and heal, butcher and heal. Come on, stop shooting me and walk at me. There you go. Whip them to death. Whip, 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 whip. Butcher. Yes, retrieve. Fine, fine, I'll pay attention to you. You know what? Fuck you. You don't get pulled. I'm just gonna beat you to death. In pain? No, just the necromantic books version. Okay. Oh my god, that was painful. Let's just run away for the moment, spewing out confused behind us, and we'll regen and regroup in just a moment. Okay, this should cause plenty of pain. Cool. That should be edible. It is. 2 should be edible. It is. Okay. Good. Put up a fire. Have somebody else tank the damage, preferably a dog. Test drink the potion. Now I know what it is. So my policy for test drinking potions is that the only ones I'm really scared of are the potion of mutation or wasting my potion of cure mutation. Because those are the most common problematic ones. And as such, I generally will test drink potions off the bat until I've drunk a bunch of them and have actual worry that that dangerous one is going to show up. If I happen to accidentally drink the potion of mutation, I generally find that I end up finding one potion of cure mutation, or at least, as the game goes on. So I just wait it out until I find that guy. The problem, of course, is that occasionally, not often, very rarely, but occasionally, you don't find a potion of cure mutation for a very long time, or not at all. And so that's why better players than me advise not test drinking potions, but test IDing scrolls is fine. Also, what I'll do... I have no ability to resist damage. What I'll do is if I've acquired a mutation I actually like, or for some reason I've drunk a potion of cure mutation early and haven't identified the potion of mutation yet, that's when I start becoming super cautious and IDing, treating potions like things that need to be ID'd. Maybe not scroll IDing them immediately, but waiting sometimes to make sure that, I have a couple of them, so I'm not just going to waste whatever it is that I've ID'd. And yeah. Whites often carry draining weapons. It's more than my money's worth to try and attack them head on. I'm gonna enjoy whipping these things to death with this pain whip. It's more fun than I'd imagined. I've never actually gone a weapon of pain plus mass necromancy build before. And while that sounds like it might not be appropriate, I can totally see story-wise how this might happen to Fluttershy. If she meets up with Iron Will or something like that, who encourages her to be not such a scaredy pony. She still's got her animal friends, but now she kicks ass, and she slowly turns to the dark side as she's placed under increasing amounts of stress. Near-death situations and such. I have to do this to help my friends. Auto-attacking is fine. Enter the trove. Fully stacked wand of hasting, huh? I might end up having something like that. And since I rarely actually make use of Wands of Hasting, that would actually not be a big deal to me. I often collect them and don't use them. This is gonna suck. Oh, there we go. Room for a fire cloud. Now I'm happy. A fire cloud will make short work of most of them. All of them, in fact. And holy crap, I was not watching time. I need to go soon. Yeah, let's just do a little bit more fighting, though, because I'm in the middle of stuff. But, yeah, this, compared to how tedious and long it took to clear the last floor, these next few have gone quite quickly. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did, in fact, find the entrance to the vaults a little while ago. So, strictly speaking, I now have an alternative way that I can proceed. I don't have to go deeper in the dungeon. It's not necessary. I might find better loot inside there. I'm concerned, however, with my ability to handle, or lack of ability to handle, the types of enemies that are going to be in the lair, or vaults. Demon Whip of Pain will make an end of you. Running the other way. Did not actually want to pull you with me, but whatever. Now that I have, fire, wield the pokey, shieldy weapon, and stab you. There we go. Works like a charm. Assuming you have a high skill in charms. Stab you to death, butcher you and eat you, and just stab the dragon repeatedly. You know what? I don't know why I'm making this harder than it has to be. There we go. Problem solved. Right-ho! That's it for my time for now. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time!